Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we're going to be doing the maxed out Merlin tests on Kiasma. Now, yesterday we did a video with Artie, which was fantastic, talking about the teams, but because we spent so much time talking, we didn't actually play through them. So I wanted to go through the teams that he was suggesting for the PvE content and take a look at how they function. I think the format we'll use for this is we'll basically just test them against every boss in this stage. So we'll do the 5 battles with each team and sort of get a feel for how they pair up. Obviously, not every formation is going to be optimized for every enemy, but at least we can get a general feel about the power of the team. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first team that we spoke through was the full dimensional team. Now, since Arthur came into the game, this is what I've been excited about for dimensionals, is to have this sort of synergy as such, where you can just put a bunch of them in a team and you can get good effects out of them. Now, the team does synergize well, obviously. It's just really tanky with some big damage, and obviously the Joker's a flex spot. You can put whatever there. I don't know if Joker's going to be optimal for this one. The thing about this team in campaign, this enemy team, I think the Tassie could be a big issue. Mind controls could be an issue as well. Like, this is just one of those teams where it's just like, there's so many things that could go wrong depending on RNG. So let's see how it functions. I'm hoping we'll be tanky enough to live, and then it's just a matter of the burst is high enough. If Joker manages to get some AoEs, like, he's going to be stunning everyone besides my hero. So it's going to be pretty solid. So let's jump into it and take a look. Just see how it goes. So we got the ult off, the instant ult. Wow. Oh, what? I think I know what just happened there. I think I saw what happened. Okay, we're getting protected at the moment. If we can ult before that, no, they're getting heals out. Can we get it? Okay, so what happened there was something I didn't think about. The Leica got teleported by the Pippa on top of the Tassie and just shredded through the Albedo and Joker. So we're going to put this here, see if this is going to give us a better result like this. Because then she can teleport, and then hopefully Arthur has enough tankiness to actually live through that. Because that was just huge. That was huge. So if the Mihira ults here, we should be pretty good. Because she's still got the thing on herself. Yeah. So we just got the irons stun. Then we do another ult, and yeah, the Pippa teleport caught me off guard in that first battle. So there we go. We get one victory with that. Let's check it out against the next one. Let's just go out, confirm. Let's begin. Let's go into it and check it against team number 2. Boom. Okay, this one, not too bad. The Entendre may be an issue. There's a lot of sustain in there. So hopefully we can just burst straight through it. So let's see what happens. Albedo taking some damage. Joker is down. So I think for some of these teams, we might have to sub out Joker, maybe not being the optimal option. I'm not sure in the interactions yet on when. I think it does apply, but I'd have to double check whether ooh, can we get this? Boom. Clutch. So I'm not sure whether the Arthur effect continues if Merlin is in his owl form. Like, if Merlin's in his owl form protecting irons, I don't know if that is going to still apply to the buff for Arthur. We'd have to check again. So we'll have a look at it in the next battle. I feel like it should, but I'm not sure if it does. Okay. So team 3, we've got another Mauler heavy team. Man, if we could just get Joker to an ult, we're pretty set here. But what we're going to do is we're going to swap this up here so that we can't get tossed. Our Albedo and Joker probably going to get shredded again. We'll see who the Entendre attacks. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Irons. Yeah, she's on the Irons, which is going to be an issue. Albedo's down from protecting Irons. We're about to get a Joker ult. Bad timing because his ult happened at the exact same time as Irons passive. But we still get through there, and it's pretty fine. So team is so, like, but to be fair, just I feel like this team, it's not about the it's not about the Merlin as much as it's just a really solid team. Like, I think we all know that Irons is a really solid team, but Merlin definitely being a decent support for it. Let's go into this one. Okay, so this one's going to be a bit awkward because we do have that Nara to contend with. So the Nara is going to throw a big spanner in the works for this one, and so is the Odin. So this is a team that I think we'll fail with unless we do a heap of retries. But let's just take a look. I don't know if we'll get swapped straight away. Okay, Nara couldn't grab him. That was interesting. Nara could not grab him straight up. Yeah, but I think in general, this kind of team we're going to struggle against because anything with Arthur based. So let's have a look. So he ults straight away and Nara can't grab him. But somehow we don't technically have 2 units in behind the Arthur. I don't know what exactly the interaction was that made that happen. But somehow Arthur got... Or maybe it was the Kelther. I think it's the Kelther that turns Arthur around, which is the issue we're having. So if we go like that, so Kelther jumps behind him and then turns Arthur around. And that's what starts making everything fall apart. But we do get the little stuns there from Joker. Not too bad. So a bit of RNG and you do get the success. So not too bad, but not an optimal enemy to be fighting against with that one. At a higher deficit, we might have struggled a little bit more. Let's go over here and test again. Let's do it. Let's do it. This one. Boom. Boom. Okay, so this one with the Gwyneth, I think we want Joker on the Gwyneth. And we want to avoid all that CC coming from the top for Arthur. So I think this team's actually pretty solid. I think we should be not too bad in this situation. We might lose that Albedo and Joker again. But besides that, the rest of the team should stand up unless the Screg invading is too much to deal with. Because they're kind of advancing on us, but we've got the Screg under control. And it's happy days. So keep in mind with these tests, I'm not going to do a million retries of them. We're just trying to get a feel for the operation of it. And that team was a definite success, getting 5 from 5, but obviously using a bunch of overpowered heroes. Okay, so this was the other core PvE team that he did mention. Keeping in mind, once again, Merlin, I feel like he can just be used in so many different teams. Just the support is really solid for if you don't have everything built. Don't think you can't play him if you don't have these teams. But this was the other big one that Artie was talking about for PvE in specific, and that is making use of obviously the Grizzle plus a bunch of control and Ulna's invincibilities. I feel like him with Ulna in the same team is a little bit of overkill, as in you're not getting the full functionality out of his mitigation because you do have the Ulna in there with the invincibility. So it's sort of overlapping that key support unit that you could sort of split them up into different teams. But let's just take a look. We did do this one in the video with Artie and we did get a victory from it. So even if we fail here, we're skipping because I know it can win there. We don't want to blow all the time on this single battle. Odin needs some protection here. Got dropped. So did the Pharrell. So it looks like we might actually fail this run. However, the Grizzle can probably carry it. There goes the Merlin. He is down. But with Grizzle and Ulna, with all the skeletons, I think the only thing that might make us lose this is a timeout, which might actually happen due to the fact that Grizzle is not attacking the Namora. And she's going to spam those heals. But now we've got 13 seconds. Can we get it? Can we get it? Yes, we can. Tassie, no, she slept us. Ooh, 2 seconds left. 2 seconds left to clutch the victory. Really, really solid combo there. Just the Grizzle is ridiculous. I've always said I didn't want to put Grizzle on a furniture list just for bosses, but now that he's just dominating everywhere, we might have to reconsider, and I might have to start building my Grizzles again because I have built him on a very, very old account that I don't play anymore. So let's jump into the next one. Take a look at the functionality here. Let's swap this. Boom, boom. Check this enemy, pretty solid. It depends who the Antandra is going to attack, really. I don't know if this one, if we lose like Odin and Pharrell, we might struggle because we might not have the damage to actually get through it, but we'll see what happens. Odin got a nice little reset there, getting the portals grouping up, getting the skeletons ramping up, and as you can see, like the team has not taken any damage yet. Like we've literally taken like Grizzle's taken a little bit there, and that's pretty much all that's happened the whole fight. It's just such a solid front row that is so hard to punch through in general. And once again, I feel like he's more of a compliment to the team than you must have him to build the team. But that is also the great thing about him is that you know, he's gonna be viable in a lot of things, but not necessary in a lot of things. So once you get to these multi-battle bosses, he just offers that flexible position in a lot of teams. So here we go. He's about to go owl form. So cheat death once, goes into owl form, goes protects, Comes back, and this may be the one that we lose unless Odin can clutch a support here. No, we missed the teleport. Thought he was going to teleport the Sophia. So let's actually check out that team and see what we can do. Let's swap that up. Let's swap that up and see if it makes a difference. The problem is the Antandra in all these fights, like her basically her snipe ability, her ability to snipe is what's really going to throw a spanner in the works for us. But this one we're actually on a roll. If Odin can, I just said we're on a roll. We died in like 1 second. They were all at full health into instant death. Into instant death. Okay, let's do a little swap up here. Let's put you down there. See how this goes. But yeah, that Antandra just sniping that Pharrell straight away was a pain. Who she sniped then? I didn't even see who she went on. She might have gone on the Grizzle that time. So we lost Odin, which sucks, but we do still have the Pharrell, and a maxed out Pharrell is incredibly solid for control. But he did his ult. Man, Pharrell's ult is often an issue because he puts himself into that mid position. We're gonna notch that one down as a loss because I don't want to spam retries forever. But not too bad. We'll just skip on to the next one. Let's check this team out. Now the problem with this one is I'm gonna sacrifice. I think this is the best way to play it, is to sacrifice Merlin to it, because then he can get picked up by the Nara, but he still gets that extra life, so we're not completely just losing a unit. Plus, she has trouble grabbing him. That's a really nice interaction where she has trouble grabbing him. He's gone into his owl form right now. Grizzle's coming back. Wow, I guess this team's not as functional against all the pressure. I think it's better against like the slower teams, like these sustainy type teams, but once you get more burst in, I feel like this team sort of starts to struggle a little bit. Obviously, we could do some different tech options to deal with it, but we're just having a look at a base option for it. So there goes Merlin. He's about to go owl form. There we go. Protecting. Can we get the invincibility back up? Nope. So struggling against that sort of formation. So that's the vibe I'm getting from the Grizzle team. It's better against, like, in the slow fights to allow Grizzle to ramp up. Against burst, it's struggling a bit harder. Let's go ahead and try it here. Let's go ahead here. Boom. So we've got to deal with that Gwyneth. Let's do it like that. Let's see how that functions. Grizzle going to get the knockback, but we should be protected after that, which is good. Merlin getting hit by a couple arrows, but he does have that extra life, which is valuable. So we got the ult off, so I don't think the Gwyneth's going to ult. That's the other thing. It's hard to time that ult from Merlin to get the shield on the enemy doing the ult. But it looks like we might be okay. I don't want to say that because the last time I said that, we just got absolutely shredded. But we do have this one in the bag, so not too bad. But all around, pretty good testing for where we're at. Keep in mind our deficit. We're at 670, they're at 772. So we're at that 102 level deficit, which isn't the biggest, I know, but I feel like this is a nice way to represent. If we're pushing the peak of peaks, then just it's going to be hard to do it with anything a little bit flex. So that's not too bad. That is the Merlin in the endgame. Like I said, this team not so great against the heavy burst teams because we need to ramp up. What we found out in those two, but all in all, like I said, Merlin, just a fantastic splashable support that can fill a really helpful supportive role in any team. I don't think that it's going to get to a stage where you're like, okay, this is the Merlin team. It's just, he's one of those awesome units, kind of like Rowan, kind of like Tassie, kind of like Leica, that are really flexible and can go in just about anything and offer some support. So pretty sick unit. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.